JD here, and as you can see, we are finally back. I know it has been a while. Life has been busy, but quite honestly, I just wanted to really take a bit of a break from racing. The F1 series has been something I've been doing for a long time, but I really took a lot of people's advice. I just haven't really been enjoying the game for quite a while now, and not just F1 25, but I think even the last few recent years, the game itself has been pretty mundane, pretty repetitive, same issues. And a lot of people just said to me, just have a bit of a break, but also, why not just try something else? There are other games out there, and as you can see by the intro here, that little snippet, I've decided to jump back on iRacing, and it's been, I think, 2 years, so 23 was the last time I was on this game. And yeah, I did do a few videos on this game, and I've actually been watching quite a lot of content from the likes of like Dave Cam and other content creators as well on iRacing, and I just thought I really enjoyed that game. Why don't I just go back on it and just have fun again? And yeah, I think that's something I've just been missing for a while, is actually having fun doing what I'm doing and playing the game I'm actually playing. And we decided to jump back on here and pretty much just go in the deep end straight away. I'm in the Formula V here, just jumped in the practice session around the circuit, which I can't remember the name off right now, but the circuit is was very enjoyable to drive. And you can see this is literally my first time after 2 years jumping back in. Have absolutely no idea where I'm going, but I think you'll notice throughout this entire video, if you just pay attention to the webcam, how much I was just enjoying this, to be honest. And now iRacing is obviously a simulator, but I think what I love about this game the most is not so much that it's just a sim, but just the online, how it works. The cleaner driver you are, the faster driver you are, the more rewards you actually get in terms of what you can unlock. People actually want to drive clean, but I think the biggest thing for me is just the feedback you get from the game is just absolutely next level. And this is where it is actually worth having a direct drive wheel, in my opinion, because the feedback you get from this game, I think, is one of the things I've really disliked about the F1 games, even when I've played it on PC, which I've done many times in the past, is there is such a lack of feedback between you and the car. When you come onto games such as this, such as iRacing, Assetto Corsa, Ultima Vista, R Factor, many more, just you actually feel like one with the car. As cheesy as that sounds, you actually feel the force feedback. It actually feels accurate, the force feedback. And the bonus of iRacing, of course, that is a real sim. Every single track, I believe, is laser scanned as well. And yeah, it just was just so enjoyable to drive. And it won't just be iRacing. I think I will be diving into other games as well. And as I do continue iRacing and do continue to improve, please, as always, give me advice, whether what I should do, things to change in settings. I think there's things I can improve. I will be using the Race Labs telemetry, which I do have, but I literally just jumped into this and just wanted to get driving, and that's something I will be adding because I do have that, and that is incredibly useful because this is just kind of the bare bones of iRacing right now. But yeah, just the way the online works and just the feeling you get from this game, it shows that they actually care about this game, and that's why it is done so well. And I would really recommend anyone to at least give this a go. I don't think you even need to have a super powerful PC. Unlike if you try to run the F1 game on PC, you'll know how much of a nightmare that is to run. But this game here, it's just very seamless, very easy to get into. And yeah, right now, just this whole first video is just me just getting back on track with iRacing here around this circuit, and you'll see how much I improve the more I do this. So I'm in the Formula V for now, but someone recommended to me, and I have seen quite a lot on YouTube, of the Formula Ford car. So I decided to do something very stupid did absolutely, I didn't do a test session or anything like that. I just went into an official race where it starts with a practice, then a qualifying, then a race. This is the Formula Ford car, and the best way I could describe this is, if you've driven the Formula V, this is basically like the Formula V, but it on steroids. Basically, this car is absolutely nuts, and you can see I have no idea how much grip I have of this car. And no, iRacing is going to take me a while to get used to. I'm used to driving with so much downforce where you could literally throw the car into corners at 150 miles an hour and the car's going to be glued to the ground. On this game, especially with the slower cars and like the GT kind of cars, it's something, the braking distances are so much longer. You have to do so much more of the trail braking. And looking at the telemetry as well, I noticed I was doing a little bit of power braking. And this is something I need to adjust with the settings and stuff like that as well. But yeah, this car was just so fun to drive. It just, yeah, you can slide it around, and again, it's just like a Formula V, but with a rocket ship in the back. That's kind of what it feels like, and I think they're actually doing an esports series with this car as well, if I'm not mistaken, or it could be Formula 4. But I have recorded quite a few videos on this game as well, and you can see there, just by my face, that I'm just enjoying driving, which is just something we have not really had for quite a while. So just getting used to the track here. This is an amazing circuit, actually. I think I'd driven this track before a long time ago, I think on games such as like Taco Race Driver, if I'm not mistaken, which, believe it or not, was made by Codemasters, and that was actually a very good game. But here I'm just still learning the track. See this guy behind me, I'm going to let him go, because I think a really good way is to use someone as a reference. So we're just going to let him go. Not going to fight this. And I think the thing I really like about iRacing as well is you have a safety rating, basically how clean you are, and then you have an I rating. So I rating basically demonstrates how good you are, like your average results in races, but the I rating is the one you want to keep clean, because if you don't have a good I rating, you're not going to go up in licenses, you don't get access to more of the game and things like that, which is something I wish we had on F1, because then the rank system would actually be probably quite popular. But on this game, I just really enjoy the format and just how seamless it is, and just the way it's organised, and the amount of people that are on this game as well is absolutely crazy. Going through this section, it'd be funny when I release a video as this guy got caught out behind me, but yeah, going through that, you can literally almost go flat out. So right now, compared to where I eventually got to, which you'll see in a future video, I think I was lapping about 3 to 4 seconds faster than this after doing this for like an hour or so. So I always like to show my progression, just to make it relatable, and just to show people don't become aliens or super fast straight away. You might have the occasional 1 or 2 of those, as this guy's just chilling in the middle of the track, but it usually takes time and it's a process. And I'm really looking forward to just playing this game more to see how much more I can improve, how much more I can improve my I rating, going to other disciplines and using the official F1 car. And I've been watching things such as the Formula 4 and the LMP cars as well, which I think would be good to try also, along with the Porsche Cup. I think I need to get an A license to get that. So my goal is just to progress through the licenses, improve my skills, and you will see even in this video just how much faster you can go in a short amount of time. And also what I say in my coaching sessions to people in F1, obviously I'm very experienced in F1, I've got a very good muscle memory there, but it's actually the really small things added up that actually make a very big difference. So I think a lot of people get overwhelmed of what they have to do to gain 1 or 2 seconds, but if you gained, like a 1/10 of a second for every single corner, over 20 corners, that's going to be in 2 seconds. So that's really what it is at times. The hard part is just putting it all together, but you can even see here we're like 8 temps up on this lap, and the laps we're doing now, I think we were going, by the end of my stint driving this game for the first day, I was going about 3 to 4 seconds a lap faster than this. So it just shows how much potential there actually is. But right now, just getting used to the track and driving against real people here on the laser scan track. And again, just the feedback you have through the wheel, even if you're not using a direct drive wheel, you'll just be shocked how amazing it actually feels. So 35.4, you can see the next lap we were going 6 times quicker, then get a really horrible exit coming off here. So again, not going to fight this position, just want to let this guy go, use him as a little bit of a reference. But the only issue with this game is when you are driving in the lower divisions, people who don't have particularly high iRating or safety rating, there is still a clumsy element to people's driving, as well as this guy just parked here. You do get punished quite a lot if you go on or off track. You get slowdowns, and if you make a little bit of contact incident points in the race, it can mean the difference of you gaining a safety rating and then losing a safety rating. Also, it's important in the qualifying and even the practice sessions when you're going into a race session that you need to not get damaged. And then, yeah, as you can see, we get exactly that. But yeah, but honestly, it was just a breath of fresh air to drive, and I don't even think it's because it's a different game. No, I really missed the feeling of this game as well. So we decided to not even do qualifying. I want to start at the back. I want to just try and have as clean race as I possibly can. That is the goal. So as the lights go out now, we don't get a particularly good start. So again, any feedback in the comments, let me know what I should be doing for a start here. But right now we're just trying to let the pack do its thing and not get any damage. You can see one guy has already spun off, so he'll be losing probably quite a bit of safety rating for that. And yeah, just taking it nice and easy for those first couple of corners. But as we skip on a little bit, we did manage to overtake a car as well, but now there's a couple of cars up ahead of us going side by side, and I've still have a bit of PTSD from F125 where the dirty air is so bad. So I think the way I'm driving right now, I'm trying to drive it like an F1 car, factoring in that dirty air. So I'm just being very, very cautious with all my inputs, definitely not being aggressive enough whatsoever. So these two guys going side by side here. Let's see what happens. So as we come into this left-hander, we enjoy this left-hander, make a little bit of contact, so we get a bit of a run here. And then what we do here, we're going to go down the inside of this orange car, get the move done, and that was very, very nice. So as we progress on to the next up or so, luckily we didn't get an off-track here. I really like the particle effect. I think that's something that's been different since the last time I played this game. Don't believe they had that, so they're constantly improving this game over time as well. So this guy gets a bit of a run on me, and let me know what you think, but I think this is probably my fault. So as we go for this time, I'm trying to let him go. We make a bit of contact. I think I get a little bit damaged from that as well. And yeah, I kind of squeezed this guy. I wasn't really looking properly in the mirror here. And yeah, that is my first race over. I think probably is my fault there. I think just a bit of a rookie, a bit newbie since I'm coming back in this game again. But that was my first race and experience back into iRacing. I will be uploading many, many more. Let me know what you think. I really, really encourage you to give this game a try, because honestly, it is something I think you will thoroughly enjoy. Thank you so much, and I will catch you very, very soon. Peace.